Listen to me carefully, because the next few seconds might explain years of confusion you've carried in silence. You are not imagining the pressure around you. You are not imagining the strange heaviness in certain rooms. You are not imagining the sudden chills on your skin when no window is open. God's chosen one, you're being monitored spiritually, not physically, and everything inside you has been trying to warn you. You feel it most at night, the moment the world gets quiet and your spirit gets loud. That subtle whisper at the back of your neck, the gentle pull in your chest, the invisible presence that steps closer when you close your eyes. It's not physical surveillance, it's spiritual observation. They're trying to read your light, not your actions. You've wondered why your dreams change so abruptly, why the same symbols keep appearing, why you wake up at the exact same time every night as if someone tapped your soul. That isn't random. That's spiritual monitoring. Every chosen one experiences it before elevation. And you, yes, you, have been feeling it more intensely because heaven has been increasing your discernment. You're noticing things you used to overlook. Words hit differently. Silences speak louder. People's energies reveal their intentions before their mouths ever move. Your spirit exposes things your eyes can't see yet. Rehook. And the more aware you become, the more the unseen world leans in to watch. You felt footsteps behind you when no one was there. You've heard faint whispers when the room was silent. You sensed movement in your peripheral vision, like shadows shifting softly but retreating when you turn. These are not ghosts. These are watchers, spiritual beings, not all dark but not all light either, studying the glow you carry. They want to understand how you survived what should have broken you, how your spirit remained intact after betrayals that were engineered to destroy you. You have become a spiritual anomaly, a threat, a mystery, and heaven knows it. That's why your intuition has been swelling like a rising tide. You're sensing spiritual traffic. You're detecting frequencies. You're picking up on energies that people don't even know they emit. You're not paranoid, you're gifted. And your gift is getting louder because your next chapter requires accuracy. Heaven will not allow you to walk blind into what's coming. That's why the veil is thinning around your life. That's why the atmosphere feels heavier around certain people. Your spirit recognizes spiritual intent before your mind registers physical actions. Rehook. Something has been circling you, but something greater has been circling around it. You've had moments recently where your heart stopped, not in fear, but in awareness. Moments where you paused mid-thought because something unseen stepped into your space. Moments where your breathing slowed, as if the room itself was watching you. And deep in your bones, you knew it wasn't human. This is what spiritual surveillance feels like. Heaven allows you to sense it so you don't mistake spiritual warfare for emotional instability. You are not unstable. You are spiritually awakened. You've been feeling heat in your palms, tingling in your spine, pressure between your eyebrows, ringing in one ear at a time. These are spiritual signals. They're not random. They're not medical. They're messages. Heaven is trying to heighten your awareness while the unseen world is trying to study your growth. They watch how you pray, how you heal, how you rise, how you sense danger before it arrives. They watch the way your presence exposes liars, the way your silence reveals pretenders, the way people's energies reveal their intentions before their mouths ever move. Your spirit exposes things your eyes can't see yet. The watchers don't fear your actions. They fear your awakening. You've been noticing the same strange pattern lately. People you barely know stare at you longer than usual, as if trying to decode something behind your eyes. Some step back when they stand too close to you. Some become nervous. Some change their tone mid-sentence. They don't understand it, but their spirit feels yours. They don't see the whole truth, but they sense the vibration you carry. Heaven has marked you, and spiritual watchers, both good and bad, recognize the mark. But here's the part that would shake you if you truly understood it. Every spiritual attack you walk through was monitored too. Every temptation, every heartbreak, every confusion, every silence, every betrayal. Someone was watching your endurance, calculating your resilience, studying your pattern of survival. But while they monitored you for weakness, heaven monitored them for timing. Heaven has allowed you to be observed because your elevation requires exposure. They need to see the one they failed to destroy. You felt the tension growing, haven't you? That sense that something is following you, but something else is protecting you. Something dark studies your steps, but something divine blocks its path. You're caught in the middle of a spiritual standoff you didn't ask for, but were chosen for. And then, tonight, something shifts. The air around you thickens. The silence deepens. Your breath slows. A presence enters the room. Not aggressive, not threatening, but powerful, ancient, immense. It feels like the atmosphere bends around it. You don't turn immediately, you freeze. You feel warmth on the back of your neck, as if someone is standing right behind you, but not watching you, addressing you. Your skin tingles. Your heartbeat echoes in your ears. You feel a whisper, silent yet thunderous, forming inside your soul. Turn around. Slowly, you do. And what you see behind you, the figure of light, the being that's been waiting for this moment, is something that will change everything you thought you knew about your life. End of part 1. When you turn, the room expands. Not physically, spiritually. The walls soften, the air brightens, and the figure standing before you radiates with a light that doesn't burn the skin, only the illusion. The presence is neither masculine nor feminine. It is essence, vibration, breath. You feel every cell in your body recognize it before your mind does. This is why you've been feeling watched, not because darkness has been monitoring you, but because heaven has been monitoring the darkness monitoring you. And now, finally, they've stepped forward. The being doesn't move its mouth, yet its message is unmistakably clear. It speaks to your spirit, not your ears. You were never alone. We have watched every attack, every tear, every betrayal, every spiritual weapon formed in the shadows. You were not being targeted, you were being evaluated. The words hit you with a clarity that freezes your breath. Evaluated? Judged? No, something deeper, something purposeful. You weren't being stalked, you were being measured. Rehook. And heaven only measures what it intends to elevate. The being lifts its hand, not physically, but in essence, and suddenly your mind is flooded with scenes, memories, images of moments you forgot, but heaven never did. Nights you cried quietly so no one would hear. Days you forced yourself to keep moving even when your soul was exhausted. Conversations where your spirit felt the lie before the words were even spoken. Doors that closed without explanation. People who left suddenly. People who turned cold without warning. Relationships that died before their poison could kill you. You see them all clearly now. You understand why the Watchers were studying you. Because every time they expected you to collapse, you rose instead. And heaven was tracking your resilience. The being steps closer, and you feel its presence like a warm pulse through your bones. It looks, commands not outward, but inward. And suddenly you see your own spirit, the way heaven sees it, glowing in layers, vibrating with strength you didn't know you had, wrapped in armor forged through suffering you survived. You see the spiritual monitors, those dark watchers standing at a distance, confused, frustrated, unable to decipher the source of your protection. Every time they tried to strike, the light around you shifted. Every time they tried to enter your life through someone, the truth revealed itself before they could get close. Heaven didn't just protect your body, heaven protected your discernment. Because your discernment is the weapon they fear most. The presence speaks again. What you are sensing is not danger, it is proximity. Destiny comes with activity, and the watchers feel the shift. You see it clearly now. Shadows pacing at the edge of your light, unable to enter. They monitor you spiritually because physical access has been denied. Heaven blocked every doorway they tried to crawl through, and now they stand frustrated, watching a chosen one they cannot touch. The presence leans in, not with a face, but with essence, and whispers a truth that shakes the core of your identity. The surveillance you felt was confirmation of the calling you carry. Your eyes widen. Your heart freezes. It continues. When heaven prepares to elevate someone, the spiritual realm gathers. Darkness watches for weakness, light watches for timing, but only one side has authority. You feel your shoulders relax for the first time in months. Then the presence stretches its light toward your forehead, and you feel something unlocking, a veil lifting, a barrier dissolving. You see your future not in images, but in knowing. Clarity replaces confusion. Strength replaces anxiety. Purpose replaces fear. And then the present speaks the sentence that defines your destiny. You are entering a season where you will see before you are seen, know before you are told, and sense before you are touched. The room brightens, your spirit steadies, the watchers retreat. You're no longer being monitored, the presence